Welcome back to the channel.
Yes. Today, although this build is almost perfect, it's not perfect.
A little bit of humility wouldn't do wrong, buddy.
That's what I'm saying. It's not perfect. So today, although the title sounds very negative, we are sharing 10 things that we could do better, fix, or redo. Just
add or destroy.
Or destroy to make it very good or better.
Last week, we shared 10 things that we love about our van. Now it's 10 things that we would do differently.
We sure hope this is going to be helpful for your projects, because you're going to avoid, I'm actually looking at one of my mistakes. You're going to avoid doing the same mistakes as we did.
And in exchange, please send us your recommendations or share your knowledge, because there are a few things that we don't know how to fix or how to improve or how to make better. So please share your knowledge. I think that sums it up.
Yes.
Let's start by number 10.
Number 10 all the way up to number 1.
All right. Hit it!
We are Dom and Marie.
We were traveling around the United States when COVID hit. Stuck at home, we sold our first van, Vanessa, to build a bigger one.
After a few months in the shop, we are now back on the road with our new home on wheels that we named Vanessa.
Tune in every Sunday for a new episode of Vanlife Saga. Starting off with number 10. This here is our main area where we eat and where Dom works most of the time. Now it looks pretty well lit right now because it is daylight, but at night it is very, very extremely dark. So when we have friends over or when we eat, it is dark. Now we have this alley of puck lights in the middle, and then we have some in the back, but we have nothing here. And we are missing out. Now we could have added probably a puck light right here. Now it's probably too late because the wires are in the walls and everything, right?
Yeah, we would have to put a portable light or a remote light or any other kind of light.
With a battery?
Yeah.
So this is something that we need to fix. We've seen a lot of vans with just few lights. Trust us, or trust me, whatever, or don't. But you do need a lot of lights in the van. So perhaps we could add a little dimmable thing here, or maybe a portable puck light here, because we can't add anything to the ceiling. I don't know. So now that the wires are in the walls and that we can't really remove them, we need to figure out a way to have just a little bit more light here at night. So if you have any recommendations, please let us know.
Number 9, and this is not really our fault. We don't have curtains in the front and on the large windows on the side because there is a shortage of the cork fabric that we use. So for now we have to sleep with the windows open, and it's getting kind of hard at 6 in the morning when the sun hits your van to stay asleep.
Number 8 is something that I would never thought we would get for the van. Every time I saw it on other vans, I was like, we don't need this, but now I think we do. For some reason, this van is very high and it doesn't have a step. Is it in transit? And in sprinters, they have a little step, right?
I don't know.
To go in the van? I think they do. Now in this one, you don't. And me being extremely small, not extremely small, just small.
You're extremely small.
Every time I go in the van, especially wearing something like this, it's just ugh. And then sometimes I have my dishes and I have a lot of things, and it's just extremely hard to go in the van. Although I could practice my squats and my pistol squats, but I think we need a step. I've decided we need a step.
Okay.
So something that is not really related to the van conversion itself, but we need a step. Did I say we need a step?
I think so.
I think we need a step.
Yep.
So number 8, a step. Number 7 is in regards to the pine slats that are on the wall. What we did is we sanded. We sanded them, and then we applied just a simple varnish on the slats. Now we wanted them to be as white as possible because in our previous van they turned yellow or beige eventually with sun, and I guess it's just with sun. But they're always turning yellow. They're already turning yellow in this van, and what we didn't do and that we have to do is first, obviously you sand them, then you put a primer, and then you put the varnish because the primer will
slow down.
Because the primer will slow down the what?
Absorption?
The absorption of what?
Of the varnish.
Of the varnish.
Trying to do it again.
No, you said it.
Okay. So
I forgot what I had to say.
We could have treated the slats to make sure they stay white longer. Again, with the wall, number 6 is in regards of what we put here as a decoration, because as you can see, there's a very long piece of slat right here, and some people talked about a backsplash. I'm glad we didn't put one, honestly. Not that the recommendations were not good enough, it's just I like things when they're consistent and regular. I'm a bit of a freak with this, huh?
Yes, you are.
So I'm wondering what we could put here to, 1, protect the wall, and 2, do a little decoration. We thought of putting, you know what you put under your warm kitchenware when it's out of the oven, to protect your tables. What is it called?
Des souplats.
Souplats. Rivet?
Rivet? I don't know.
Anyways, we thought of hanging 2 or 3 rivets here to make it look, you know, good and not as white as it is right now.
And it would protect the wall.
And it would protect the wall. We also thought of putting a cork board that obviously there wouldn't be any paper clipped to it because it would catch fire. And it's honestly something that we have to figure out, because right now you look at it and you're like, well, that's a good taste for decoration. It's called minimalism. So to sum it up, we need something that is good looking for decoration, and that is functional for fire resistance and stain resistance. We don't get us wrong, we love them. They're beautiful bamboo counters. However, they need a lot of maintenance. For example, my little water glass here. I do this all the time. Now, you are gonna tell me, put something underneath it to avoid stains.
Yes, please.
Yes, sometimes you just don't think about it, and sometimes you get little brown circles on your wooden counter. And since it is wood, the stains are very, very easy to make. Like, it takes only a matter of seconds. So we would need a way to protect this in order to avoid all those stains, or at least make them slower, and without altering the wood effect, or without altering the natural look and feel of the countertop. So some people will say, well, you have matte stains or matte protection that you can put on there. I don't know which one yet, but so far the only thing that is protecting this countertop is natural oil, and it's not enough to protect it against water. And with natural oil, the disadvantage is that you have to oil it often, like every other day, like many times a month. And it would be nice to have something, you know, that makes it durable and protected without altering the natural look and feel of the wood here. Because I love it and I don't want it to look plasticky. I hate plasticky counters. I find them horrible.
Make a face of plasticky counters.
Hello, I'm a plasticky counter.
That's it. Number 4 is a mistake that we did in our previous van and that we didn't fix in the second van.
We never learn.
We never learned. And it is the shoebox. For some reason, we have a lot of shoes. We have sandals, we have like lifestyle day shoes, and then we have our hiking boots, and they're always like all over the place. Now we have to figure out a way to build some sort of box. We could put this in the back, but I guess we like having our shoes here. Now what we're using is this box, but everything gets like really dirty. Dom's sandals gets everything dirty. So we have to figure out some sort of box. We could have a box under here, but every time we'd put this away, it would be just like moving around. We could put them, I don't know. I've seen in a van, they built like, so it's like a box here that is like fixed to the cabinet, and then they have like little separators, and they have like one pair here, a second one here, and a third one here. So it would be like sort of like this, or like whatever, like one like this, and then another one. I'm just throwing ideas here.
Well, yeah, we could do that.
Can you please give me your feedback?
Now?
Yes.
We could do that. Well, it all depends. Like, you want it there full time, or we could move it around?
No, it would be full time. It would be like something that's attached to the part here, like very low, sort of like in an angle, and then it's like holes.
I don't know.
See, that's the thing. So we have to figure out a way for shoes to not be like all over the place and sand to get everywhere. Now that's what we're doing, but it moves and it's just in the way. So a shoebox is something that we need to figure out in the van, that we had to figure out in the first van as well, and that we never figured out.
The next item we would like to improve or finish is this paddleboard rack. Right now, the paddleboards are on the top, meaning we have to climb on top to attach them every time we travel. But in collaboration with Boreal Camper, we need to develop a hook system between those two tubes in order for Marie to be able to install her board here when she wants to do short distances. So for example, we're gonna need a system here and a system at the back here so she doesn't have to climb on top. The system is almost done. It's not done yet, but it's gonna be done in the upcoming months, and I can't wait to install this so she can use the van alone with her friends and her boards.
Yee-hee.
It's gonna be good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's gonna look good.
Number 2 is something that we need to have in the car, especially in this area here. So between both seats, there's like a space that is what, like 24 inches wide? No, 18 inches wide. And it's just like an empty space. And on long days where we drive, we could have some sort of box with like a top. See, the thing I would see is like, and you're probably gonna have to do like an illustration because my explanation of this is probably gonna be horrible.
Okay, I'll try my best with your explanation to draw something.
Perfect, so let's start off with a box.
Okay.
Empty in the middle.
Yeah.
Where you can put things.
Okay.
What we could put is some sort of separators for your camera gear, because when we're shooting.
Okay.
But then the separators can be removable, because when we're not shooting, we could put something else.
Okay.
Now, in terms of like the lid or the top, on one side, it could be like a top with like a little frame, like a little edge. So we could put like plates when we drive so we can eat, because we're always like hummus on the floor and then like veggies in my hands and stuff like that. And then when you flip it around, it's like a 3-inch or 4-inch cushion. And then this thing here could move and we could have someone sitting with us at the table when it's not here. Is that clear or not?
So you would build this to go right here, right?
I would build some sort of box. Oh, see, the thing with that is you can't swivel the seats anymore. So every time you want to swivel the seat, you need to move the box.
Okay, let's think about it and let's ask people what they think about it. Okay? Okay, the number one thing we have to fix and fast is this AC outlet here. As someone pointed out in the comment section a few weeks ago, and the question was very beautifully asked, is the Lagoon system blocking your AC outlet? And the answer is yes, it is. Demonstration. You can't reach the outlet because the Lagoon is in the way.
So what happened? You wanted everything to be like aesthetic and lined up, so you lined up the AC with the...
Yes, and my father let me alone in the shop for almost the full night, and he said, figure out your wall, make your accent wall, you're capable of doing the wall by yourself, and we're gonna check it out tomorrow. And I was like, I'm able to do the wall, don't worry, Papa, I'm old enough, I've seen you work before. So I start doing all those slats one by one. It takes me like 4 hours, blah, blah, blah. Then we install the block, install the Lagoon system. I cut the hole for the AC outlet, and I'm like, oh, god damn it. So when we try to plug something, my father's like, well, you just made a very nice engineer mistake. Well, actually, it's plugged in now. It's just very awkward. So we're gonna have to move this.
How are you gonna move it though? You're gonna have to do the wall again, or what's happening?
The least transformation possible would be to just put an adapter that goes 90 degrees and we can plug stuff like this.
Does that exist?
Yeah, you just need to find the right thickness and the right, pivot.
Pivot!
So this is one big mistake on my end, and it's probably because I'm only starting at building stuff. So it's the kind of mistake I'm gonna make for the next few years, I think.
This is it, guys. This was our top 10 list of things that we would do better, change, modify, add in our build.
Yes, of course we are being picky because the van is almost perfect, like I said, It's not perfect. Oh no! My gum was on my hair and it fell out of my mouth. Oh no, now it's full of sand. I would like to know what they think of our improvement suggestions.
Yes, please.
And let us know what you did in your van as well.
Every time you say let us know, to me it sounds like lettuce. No, like lettuce, like green lettuce.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Anyways.
Anyways. And what are we talking about next week?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Let us know what you want. Let us know what you want to talk about next week. Let us know what you want to talk about next week. And we're going to go back to our little camping session.
I just realized we've been doing this whole video and I wonder like if people can see my undies and my hair is so greasy right now. Anyways.
Let us know in the comment section if you've seen Marie's underwear.
French Canadian lesson number 11. Avoir de la broue dans le toupette. What does it mean? It means to be overwhelmed. But it's a very funny expression. Listen to this. Avoir de la broue means to have some foam. Dans le toupette means in the bangs, like in the hair. So avoir de la broue dans le toupette means to have some foam in the bangs, and it means to be overwhelmed. We often use it for people that are very agitated or that are very busy, but in general, avoir de la broue dans le toupette means to be overwhelmed.